I remember the first time I met CY. It was the first time seeing a Chinese boy with curly hair. In Sunway Toastmasters Club, we have a saying: there's trash and there's CY. So let us all see why he became like that in the first place. And I'd like to invite Toastmaster Tan Chi Yong. One day you will thank me for this. One day you will thank me for this, Tan Chi Yong.
What is the difference between a parent and a teacher? Anyone?
No difference.
1 year's paid.
What makes you up?
Legally. A lot of very interesting answer, but that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is they always be nagging you. Correct or not?
Yeah.
They always be nagging you. They tell you all sort of life lessons that you should learn from them, and then it's sure annoying as hell. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And let's just be honest, no one really take them really seriously, right? But sometimes, often or not, you speak out the truth that you might not know. I remember when I first learned piano. You know, when learning piano, you require a lot of commitments, and then you need to practice every day in order to be good at it. I was never the hardworking one, but somehow something pushes me to practice the piano every single day, and that is my mother and her cane. Every day she'll be telling me, "Chiong, you better go practice the piano now or you're gonna eat this." And every day she'll make sure that I will play at least 1 hour of piano. Annabelle may be one of the scariest ghosts, but trust me, she's just a downgraded version of my mother. Sometimes, because of the training is very hard, I just want to give up. But whenever I have this thought, the cane will come, and immediately I will go back to the piano seat and start playing again. And one day, I asked my mom, out of curiosity, "Mother, why you always force me to play piano when I don't really wanted to play it?" She said, "One day, you will thank me for this." Back then, I wasn't really sure what she actually meant about this. Today, however, I understood. Piano eventually became part of my life, and I really enjoy playing it. And because of my mom and her cane, I was able to enjoy this privilege of being able to impress the others and enjoying myself at the same time. Thank you, mother and her cane. But speak about my mother, I remember about my colleague's lecturer, Miss Lim. Now, Miss Lim and my mother has a lot of similarities, but there is one difference. Miss Lim is the upgraded version of my mother. Her stares is already enough to kill someone. Now, Miss Lim has 2 things that she hates the most. A lazy one, and the one that scored average in the class. I actually have both of them. And when you are the apple of her eyes, you have pro and has cons. The pro is she'll pay more attention to you. The con is she will pay more attention to you. And every time, whenever she asks a question, she'll be like, "Chiong, can you answer it?" I was forced to stand up and answer the question. And every time when she gives out the homeworks, all my peers will get the same amount of homeworks, but I always get almost 2 times or triple sometimes on my homework. God, why is this teacher doing this to me? One day, my inner volcano finally went. I went to my teacher and I say, "Teacher, this is not right. why am I being treated this way? Why am I treated so differently from my peers? She said, one day, you will thank me for this. Sure enough, final exam comes. And after a very hectic of 2 weeks, the exam result come out 3 months later. When I first got the result, I went, whoa. For the very first time in my life, I passed the exam. So happy. I went all the way to my teacher, Miss Lim, and then I showed her the result. See. Miss Lim and I will never have any similarities at all. At least that's what I believe. Until that day comes, I am able to know one similarities between me and Miss Lim. And that is, when she looked at my result, she was also, whoa! Chiong, you actually passed! Oh, such a miracle. Both of us are very happy on that day. I thanked my teacher very much that day. She was right. I really thanked her. Because without her, today probably I'm still retaking that exam. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we might not be able to understand the wisdom behind the words and the actions of our loved one. I never understood why my mom would force me to practice piano every day. Until today, I am able to understand the privilege of being able to play the piano. I never be able to understand why my teacher will be forcing me to do so much works more than the other people, until I know all she did was just helping me to pass the exams. Once again, be patient with your loved ones' actions and also their words, because they did so for the best of you. And believe me, when you're able to help their advice well, one day you will thank them for this. All back to you.